Today marks the final day of Meetings Africa, a platform where exhibitors from across the continent are showcasing their products and services. SABC News reporter Liabo Setho is on the ground for us, bringing us the latest updates and highlights from the event. Very good afternoon to you, Liabo. What's happening where you are?
Hi, Nompu. So today is the last day, and we thought we'd speak to other elements that have to do with eventing, with the MICE industry as well. And as you know, sustainability and going green is very big in all of the industries. A lot of financiers, for instance, are more keen to fund businesses that observe and are more into the ESG, environmental, social and governance structures, And we thought that we would visit the stand here of the Event Greening Forum, and Newo Motlatlule is the vice chair of the Event Greening Forum, to find out how they are sensitizing the event industries and the MICE industry into going green. What practical things are they advising them to do? Newo, thank you so much for your time and welcome to On Point. Tell us about how you are sustaining and also sensitizing the event industry as well as the MICE industry on becoming green and compliant.
Thank you, Liabo. So as the Event Greening Forum, our mandate really is for the sector, to grow the sector, to ensure that all the players in the sector understand how we can play our part in greening. So the Event Greening Forum, we've got minimum standards that we share for each part of the value chain. So for people that are at home that are in the space trying to figure out how to get started, so on our website, eventgreening.co.za, we've got minimum standard guidelines that guide you on how to go green. For example, as a venue, just on the usage of electricity and some components, and also if you're hosting a conference, moving away from plastic bottled water to jugs for the venue. If you've seen around the venue, there's a lot of the cooler water. So people can just get that with the glasses that they have. So you don't have to then add more waste. So that helps a bit. In terms of decor elements, we're moving away from fresh cut flowers. Potted plants make more sense. There's also other plants that you're able to use. Some events that our members run is that at the end of the event, guests are then given the potted plants to take home. So you're also then giving back planting as well. With the exhibition sector as well, guys that are building up the expos, there's got guidelines that they use. We're now moving to more LED lights in the stands. So on the website, there's information that guides you specifically in each line on how you can go about it.
Yeah. Is there generally an interest though? Are people reaching out to you, or do you find that you have to run after them to say, hey, look, you can do this in a much more sustainable way? Are you finding people knocking on your door to say, Lynn, to say, Newo, can you help us to become more compliant, sustainably so?
There's been a lot of interest. I'd say that since the start of the EGF, we've seen growth year on year, and the interest is also coming on. In the past, we do exhibitions like this. We participate, we showcase to different people to say we are available. This is the work that we do. We've increased our membership. We're now at 69 members, which are mainly companies that operate in that space. And with that also, you have clients that insist on having the events run in a green manner. So those companies then come to us. We then guide them on how to run that successfully.
We talk a lot about, in this Meetings Africa, there was a lot of emphasis on the role of small businesses, and also putting those that are in the township into the fold and letting them be part of this whole Meetings Africa. The event industry is quite big in the townships a lot. A lot of businesses are based on events. Do you go out there and teach them on that, and what do you find is the biggest challenge when it comes to that?
So we reach out to a lot of the businesses in the townships as well. So through our exhibitions, we also host our own events online, where we engage with them. Through our partnership with GTA, we were able to reach out a few that are interested in understanding how they can green the events, just on running the event, and also waste management post the event as well. Because I think a lot of times that people overlook the waste part and they just want to do everything else. So we do engage with those, and we've also, I think the challenge is really just been getting more people on board and actually buying in fully. But there is an interest.
Now, for us that are not in the event industry, who are watching, our viewers are watching at home, how can we participate in becoming more green in our homes?
In our homes, I think there's a lot that we can do. We've been having, especially in Johannesburg, we've been experiencing power shortage, water shortage. So there's different ways where we need to just start being more cautious about our usage. There have been different guidelines on getting the right types of lights and also your water, just ensuring that there's no leakage and planning and using your usage sporadically. That can definitely help.
Nompu, Neo says that there are things that we can do. I suppose wearing green also counts.
It does. I think everybody in the local corner of the world can do something. I mean, we're having that conversation earlier, just around in a lot of black households where you warm up water in a kettle and you do it's like a 1 part hot, 2 parts cold. That water before you bath, you take out a cup to brush your teeth. When you're done, that water is used to water the garden or the flowers around. So that is your step in greening. Your plastic bags are in a drawer, your greening comes in. So that we're doing our bit. So we just need to be more intentional about it. Go easy on stop littering. And find a way to just ensure that everything gets collected correctly.
And as you prepare to close off, today's the last day of the Meetings Africa. What are the most important conversations that made sense to you as a forum that you think you will start to build on in anticipation of the next Meetings Africa 2026?
So we actually had our AGM at the beginning of Meetings Africa, and our members are also quite excited and looking forward to the new year. One of the key elements that we can speak about, downstairs you've got the Sustainability Village, and what that does is that we help event organizers, instead of buying gifts that you give to your delegates, we give the delegates vouchers, and the delegates go and buy gifts of their choosing. So we bring in local crafters that have their own wares, and that way all the delegates can buy a gift that they would like. A lot of the people on this floor attend a lot of events, and most of the events give out the same gifts. There's a bottle, there's a notepad, there's a bag, but when you get downstairs you can choose beads, candles, stuff that you can use, because when you get back home from the conference your wife is like, oh, what did you get? Same things, you know. So now on this side with the Sustainability Village, it's a nice introduction to ensure that the locals and the smaller businesses get to benefit from these mega events. Yes.
Neo, thank you so much for having a chat with us. I've been speaking to Neo Motlatsule, the Vice Chair of the Event Greening Forum, all things sustainability and how they're sensitizing the event industry. In the next hour, we're going to be talking AI to look at the role of artificial intelligence within the MICE industry.